Hello, my friends. I am more to me for life, and here riding shotgun is Tigress.
Hello!
And we are finally doing the long-awaited channel update. Yes, it is that time again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about where this channel is going. The who, why, when, where, what. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Alright.
Where?
The where. Where are we going? What are words? Okay, the main part that I wanted to emphasize is my channel is going to be going through a little bit of ups and downs here very shortly. The whole reason for this, I promise you, is a very good reason. I am attempting to go full-time YouTube within 6 months. That is my goal, so I am trying to put things for that in play. Like, you may have noticed that the donation bar is now on my channel. Now, most people who have seen YouTube people, they've got millions of people subscribing to them, and they have donation things, and I have got, I think, 140, and I've got a donation thing on the side of my YouTube, and you're like, oh my goodness, does she really think she's got a big channel? No, this is because I hope and I wish upon a star that I shall have a big channel one day.
I'll be a big kid one day.
I will be a big kid one day. So what I'm trying to do is take small steps towards that. Seeing as how I work full-time right now and I want to be a full-time YouTuber, that means that there are small steps I can take now to make the transition easier later. Not to mention I have to prove to my husband that I can actually do it. Well, he says he believes I can do it, but I need to prove it. For me, I need to be able to prove it.
Yeah!
I can do this.
I can do it!
I can do it. Okay. So there are going to be a few changes. I hope none of them are very disruptive. If they are disruptive, just let me know and I'll see if I can tweak some things to make them a little bit easier. The update, my last video was my experiment vault. It is about 90% complete. And I have not actually gotten the storyline completed yet at all. Like, I've got ideas for the storyline that goes along with it, but the build is 90% complete. So it'll probably be another week on that one. We have not received any challenges for our Fallout builds in months. When I first started this channel, my main theme was accepting challenges and attempting to live up to those challenges that people put on me for these builds. And I haven't gotten a challenge in forever.
She's actually kind of upset about it.
I'm very upset about it. I'm so sad. So, if you do have a challenge, even if it is something small, like how would you build a grocery store? Anything. Just hit me up, give me a day to brainstorm, and I will let you know as soon as I have started. I enjoy these challenges. It gives me a chance to think of something outside the box, something I wouldn't normally build, and the dogs are barking. I do apologize for any noises that are in the background, but if I don't get the editing done now, the video done now, I will not get it done. Anyway, alright, so we have gotten through the going full-time YouTube in 6 months, the update on the build that I'm working on, my request for more challenges, and Tigress has her own request. Yay! I was like, finally you got into it! She is wanting to do a modded Minecraft series. The problem is finding mods for Minecraft is plentiful. The problem is finding
the right site to get it from.
Exactly.
To get them from.
I mean, because if you put secure and trusted at the very top of the Google bar, I'm pretty sure the first people who will come up are the secure and trusted scam artists. So if you happen to still play Minecraft and you use mods or know of a trusted site, if you could just hit us up in the comments section and let us know where you get your mods or where your friend gets your mods from, so she can kind of get an idea of what kind of mods she wants to use for her Minecraft series.
And y'all can also leave in the comments which mods y'all would like to see in that modded series.
Alright, sorry about the pause and probably fiddliness of the volume here. I'm having to try and work around everybody that's in the house, and currently my dogs are having a field day again. And waiting for them to stop having the said field day is like waiting on paint to dry or grass to grow or our government to become uncorrupt. It's just never going to happen. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to update you on is the new series that I actually am working on is the 48 Hours Till Lockdown. This is actually going to be a joint effort between my Wattpad page and my YouTube channel. The concept for the actual storyline is going to be it's a family or possibly even a group of families. I am currently trying to talk my sister into doing her part because she's got some great ideas too. She just doesn't really want to do it, but I'm going to try and get her to do it anyway.
She shall do it.
We shall try. We shall see. The concept is say a disaster of some sort happens. How does a family cope with it? And this would be a widespread global disaster of some sort. So how do they survive afterwards is what this is going to explore. Now on the Wattpad you will actually get the full story of what is going on with all the characters involved. What you will get on YouTube is actually vlogs that are the logs of what each one of the characters in this story are actually going through. And what it's going to be is either bi-weekly or monthly, depending on which way it works out best. A group of vlogs are going to be put together in one video, and it's going to tell a background storyline, some kind of like, if you've ever played Magic, you'll understand the terminology, flavor text to the actual story. Now what you will first need is my Wattpad, and there will be a link in my description to that page. What is up there right now is the original 48 Hours Till Lockdown. That story is going to change, but I did want you to be able to read this story before it actually changed so you can kind of get an idea of my style. I do use a lot of television references, and the reason why I do is because whenever I'm living my life and walking down the street, that is how I think. Movies,
Puns. Lots and lots of puns.
Music clips, those things play in my head all the time. And
She'll break out and random dance in the house too.
That never happens. Okay, poop got piled very deep there. Alright, so go over to my Wattpad, subscribe for whenever the new release comes out, go ahead and read, see how you like the style. The actual text itself will typically be short chapters. I'm going to try and keep them a page, maybe 2 pages per chapter, that way it doesn't get too bogged down. And then there'll be the vlogs afterwards, and those will be anything from someone sitting here and trying to talk to maybe another group of people they think might be out there and what they're having to deal with. Whenever there's a catastrophe happening, you may actually capture what is going on in the background and get more, I don't know, detail or foreshadowing of what might actually be going on in the story that you may not get from the text. So you have to keep up with both. Yes, you have a homework assignment, people. Now, down to what I needed to do for this particular update is I need, ta-da! I would like some feedback on the concept art. Now this is very, very rough draft concept art. It is just the ideas I'm going with on the thumbnails and the covers and the enders.
Before we get to the concept art, on Wattpad you do have to make an account to read, just to let everyone know.
Yeah, that is true, but it is also, if you are a reader, there's a lot of great amateur writers out there, and they post all the time. It is a great place to get free any kind of reading. There's like all
there's
types.
There's fantasies, there's fan fiction, there's action, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
And if I'm not mistaken, for those of you few people who like romance novels, there are some there too.
Oh yeah, that takes over on fan fiction a lot.
Yes. So you do have to make a login. It's not very difficult. You can actually set it up if you enjoy writing short stories where you can actually put your own stories up. But you do find me, More to Me for Life, on Wattpad, and that's where the stories will be. Now onto the concept art. Very rough draft, very, basically if you were to sit down with a notepad and a pencil and say, I think I kind of want this kind of artwork. This is your final warning that this first picture especially will be a slightly nude. It just shows the back of a woman. That's it. There's no detail. It's blurry. But just for those of you who are sensitive to such things, now is when you probably need to stop your video.
And if you're below the age of 16, what the heck are you doing on this channel?
because this particular video is selected only for adults, so you shouldn't be on this video anyway. Okay, now that those of you who should not be watching this video have left, let's get on to what I actually need from the audience. I want some feedback for this, and mainly because I want to do this for everyone who is interested in this concept. The 3 pictures, I have several things I want to know about, like the style of picture, the tone, the layout, how the person's standing, the background. What are your opinions on these things? How could I change them? How should I tweak them? The symbolic suggestion, because the way that they're standing, the objects in the picture are actually symbolic. And which one is actually your preference, and why is it your preference? I've got three pictures here. So, let's see, the first one that I'm going to put up symbolizes that they are completely not prepared at all.
And it's the reason she's naked.
Yeah, that's the reason she is standing there with nothing on her. No way of protecting herself, no way of shielding herself. All she is there. In the second picture, it actually shows her with some basics. She's found a couple of items that might help her out. She's actually turned to alcohol because sometimes that's how people turn. Yeah, that's sometimes how people cope, and that is something that will probably be addressed whenever the story actually starts, is someone will probably crack and turn to alcohol or drugs or whatever, and how the group has to deal with it. Now, the third picture is actually, it's fully geared up. She found weapons. They're situated in this, I don't want to say post-apocalyptic because it's not quite that far into it. But she's coped more, but there's also a definite sadness to the picture. Like maybe this picture happened after someone passed, or someone died, or they found out things just aren't going to go back the way they were. Any number of those things. Any concepts that y'all have, if you have a another idea, if maybe you found a picture online that could help give me some inspiration, send me a link either on YouTube, on Twitter. It's easy to find me. Alright, so I hope you like all the art, as rudimentary as I may be. As I have said before on my, question and answer things, I use Paint and photo editing software, and that's it. So, yes, hopefully by the time I actually get full-time YouTube, I'll have some better software, but that is actually going to happen after, oh yeah, spoiler, after tax time. I will be upgrading a lot of my stuff, so my videos will be getting better then too. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that we have showed you the pictures, and now that you poor people have been exposed to, yes, my back. That's not just a woman, sadly, that is my back.
Hey, you look pretty.
It's pretty. Anyway.
You should have seen her face right then.
Anyway, as I cannot readily pull people off the street and say, can I take a picture of your naked back? I'm sure I'd probably get locked up for that. Yes, it was my back. No, my husband didn't mind at all.
Oh, no, he didn't mind at all.
Okay, we'll leave it there. But if you have any ideas for me, I am thirsting for ideas right now. I've got the concept in my head. I've got the words written down on paper. But trying to pull all the bits and pieces together to pull this off is going to take me a little bit of time, which is why I said this is going to be a little while in the making, because every time I come up with something new, I'm going to bring it to you and let you get your opinions in it, weigh in on it, feed it just a little bit. This is going to be your series.
Feed the fire. Feed it.
Feed the fire. And who knows, maybe if this blows up, we can actually make it to where our characters are talking to other YouTubers on their characters. I mean, if it expands that much, there can be people we're actually talking to and they do their own series talking to us. I mean, it could be like we're vlogging each other about what's going on in their part of the world during this whole scenario, which I think would be absolutely awesome. So that's a huge jump forward. That's huge.
That's probably a few years from now.
That's a few years from now. So let's just take it small, baby steps, because technically that is all my less than technical brain can handle.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. All right, so thank you for joining us for the channel update. I hope that was not too much for you. And I will talk to you wonderful people next time. Please remember, leave us a comment. I want your feedback. I need your feedback. And we are anxious
This channel runs off your feedback.
And she sounds like a machine giving an advertisement. Hello, people. Feedback, please.
And you wave your hand like a princess.
We should really do video cam on these things. Yes, we do have video cam, but no, I'm not wearing makeup, so no, you don't get to see it.
You look pretty with or without makeup.
Okay, now we're rambling. Okay. Thank you, people, and y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, or whatever it is to you, and a wonderful 5 o'clock somewhere.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.